Hey guys, Xenalo here. This is the general chat of my Discord server, Xenalo's World. This is, well, the last few weeks of the general chat. This video is completely unscripted, so if there are pauses or me saying at random points, I'm sorry for that. Also, my microphone quality is a little worse than usual because I'm using my screen recording software for this, and, well, my microphone is not quite connected to my screen recording software yet. I haven't quite figured that out. Anyway, back to the general chat. If you're looking at the general chat, you can see a lot of images and a lot of GIFs. Yes, I know some people pronounce it GIF. I've looked it up. Both pronunciations are correct. I pronounce it GIF. So, yeah. Anyway, some people are probably wondering, how do you make these GIFs? And one of those people is my good friend Turtle Gunner, who actually asked me recently how I make custom GIFs. Because yes, I do have the knowledge to make Discord GIFs. They are not as advanced as some of the others I've seen. There are some really impressive Discord GIFs that are very funny. I do not have those capabilities, but I will do the best that I can today to give you the basics on how to make GIFs on Discord, primarily using ESMBot, which is an installment you can add on your server, or you can add it in direct messages and make your GIFs there. Alright, let's get started. For this tutorial, I will be configuring ESMBot in direct messages. You can do this in your server as well. I'm just not doing that because servers are more public places, and if I did this in basically any server I'm in, there's bound to be someone popping up who's probably going to ask what I'm doing and why I'm putting captions on some GIF. So here we are. This is the ESMBot display. There are a lot of different commands you can use to customize your GIFs. As you can see here, I have made a lot of different GIFs. We're getting to you in a bit. Edwin Sheeran. Remember Edwin Sheeran? That one will be important for later. That one is actually relevant to this video. But none of the rest of these are. These are just examples of GIFs that I have made. So, how exactly do you make a GIF? It's quite simple. First off, you're going to look for a GIF. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to search up something. So I'm going to search up cat, because cats make a lot of, well, cats are very expressive. There are a lot of funny cat GIFs. You can see this. Like there's this one on the burrito. There's one exploding. There's one wearing a beanie and doing a dance. I don't know what it's supposed to be doing. And like dabbing? I don't know. Then we've got some that have other captions like time to dev, head empty, post this cat when they least expect it. Like, those are all kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Humor is subjective, so not everyone is going to find a GIF funny, but, you know, if it's your brand of humor, you should just go ahead and make the GIF. We're gonna start with this cat. We're gonna use that cat who's just staring at me. This cat is staring into my soul. I don't like how it's staring into my soul. So the kind of thing I would want to send to my friends is, well, we're going to use... There are a bunch of different commands. As I said earlier, you can add Snapchat-style captions. You can add lots of different captions. Speech bubbles. You can remove stuff. You can even, like, add filters. You can reverse. You can... There are a lot of different things that you can do with ESMBot that I'm not going to get into because... Honestly, the whole point of this is just a simple tutorial to make a GIF. So we're going to use this caption command, and the text I'm going to use is I am in your walls. That makes sense because the cat looks like it's stalking you. So we're going to enter that right under the image, and then as it goes, it'll take a second to load, and then once it does load, there we go. There's the cat. And there's the caption that says, I am in your walls. So, obviously, the next thing to do is to send a GIF to your friend. So, obviously, most GIFs on Discord are published through tenor.com. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But for this, you can actually just copy the link of your GIF and then send it to one of your friends. So, I'm going to send it to Turtle Gunner because he was the one that suggested this video. We're going to go down here, we're going to copy this GIF, and boom! I am in your walls. Sent by Zenalo. I am in your walls. He should see it in just a second. I don't know if we're going to get a response while I'm recording this, but that is how it works. That is basically the whole process. It is very simple, very easy. You can even add GIFs that you have made to your favorite GIFs, even if they're not through Tenor.com. So, for example, these are all Tenor.com GIFs. This is not. I Am In Your Walls is not a Tenor.com GIF, so it's actually quite simple. Now I will talk a little bit about Tenor.com as a whole, because I think it is a very important extension of GIF creation on Discord, and especially through ESMBot. Tenor, or Tenor.com, is a website that essentially serves as a repository for GIFs and stickers. It literally says it right there. A lot of people publish their GIFs on Tenor.com, and it's not just Discord where these GIFs can be used. They can also be used on, in texting. You can actually text some of these GIFs to people. So it's pretty cool. I've even posted a few of my GIFs on Tenor.com. Not a whole lot, and I'm not going to post the GIF that I just made in this video because I will give you a fair warning. The upload process to Tenor takes quite a long time, and if I uploaded the I Am In Your Walls GIF to Tenor, we'd be here all day. So I'm just going to use the GIFs that I have already made and published to Tenor as examples of what exactly you can do with it. Now obviously, some of these GIFs don't do a whole lot. It's the name of the game in the dumpster obviously only has 8 shares, but that's because it's more of an inside joke. Then we've got the kick scene from one of my episodes over on my Object Show channel, and that has 32 shares. Then when you add the Day of Reckoning caption to it, you have 547 shares, so these GIFs are starting to do a little better. Then we have Edwin Sheeran, and I mention Edwin Sheeran because, 3,000 shares. Over 3,000. That's quite a lot. I have gotten so many shares on this GIF, so many people have shared it around, that I keep getting emails from Tenor saying, "Oh, you've reached 1,000 shares, you've reached 2,000 shares, you've reached 3,000 shares." And my reaction to that is just, is the legacy I'm going to leave behind on the internet just this rotating GIF of Edwin Sheeran in a monkey suit with the caption Edwin Sheeran? I can't lie though, the GIF is kind of charming and funny. But it shows that even some random GIF like Edwin Sheeran here can blow up and go viral. I do know that it is possible to get monetized from GIFs. I don't really know how. I'm not going to look into it. That's not the purpose of this video, but if you want to go in that direction, if you want to make money from these moving images, go right ahead. I'm gonna get Edwin Sheeran off my screen now and conclude the video. I don't want to see these Ed Sheeran GIFs anymore. So, those are all the essentials and the basics for making a GIF using Discord and using ESMBot and even using Tenor to some extent. I am not an expert on any of these subjects, but I hope this video has helped you a little bit. I hope it has helped you learn how to be a better GIF maker, and maybe it'll give you some motivation to make a viral GIF like Edwin Sheeran. Who knows? If you enjoyed this unscripted ramble, please like and subscribe. Please subscribe to Turtle Gunner as well, because he was a big inspiration for this video, and honestly, he was a huge help. So thank you, Turtle Gunner. I will leave a link to my Discord server in the description of this video if you want to join. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good night, and I will see you next time. Take care.